What is up, everybody? It's Blessed back for another Casual Cup draft match. This time we have our Week 7 match versus Hawk and Brass City Buzzwoles. A little over halfway through season on Week 7, so looking for a playoffs run. This match is very important for us. I played the match already last night, and so we're just going to watch replay. As always, when I forget to record or I'm just too lazy to do it. But first, let's just go over Hawk's team real quick. We have a very scary team of Zeraora, Nihilego, Vaporeon, Delmice, Sock, Marowak, Skarmory, Comfey, Guzzlord, and Magmortar. And now let's go over our team quickly. First up, we have a physically defensive Decidueye. This is our hazard removal. Heavy duty boots, Leaf Blade, U-turn, Roost, and Defog. Not really meant to be doing damage. We're just here to remove the hazards. Roost to keep us alive. Full Fizz up, we can actually kind of take on Sock if it's a Scarf, and Zeraora we can take on, unless it has Blaze Kick, I think. And we also are able to live 2 hits from Nihilego, assuming 252 Timid. And Long Reach allows us to Leaf Blade and U-turn on Skarmory without actually taking Rocky Helmet damage. We are minus speed nature so that we can slow pivot onto Skarmory, which lets us bring in something like Blaziken in easier. But next we have a Stunfisk, again physically defensive, extremely standard Stunfisk, Discharge, Earth Power, Stealth Rocks, Toxic, Shukaberry. Really just here to check Zera. I forget if it checks anything else. It's like okay against Sock and Nihilego. But mostly just here to check Zera. Super standard, Shukaberry first Sock, so that if it EQs us, we can try to discharge to get a para off on it. Next up is a Latios, Psyshock, Draco, Thunderbolt, Recover with Life Orb. Just here to do some damage, really. Not a lot of things want to take Psyshock, Draco, and then T-Bolt is specifically for Skarmory. I think it does more to Vaporeon, not quite sure. But yeah, just here to do damage. Next is a Black Belt Blaziken with Close Combat, Knockoff, Overheat, and U-turn. Basically full attack and HP. So the things we'd be speed creeping Blaziken with are Skarmory and then Vaporeon, which don't really run speed. So we're able to just get away with basically running full bulk on it. Which gives us Adamant and Black Belt, which is the same boost as a Life Orb, which initially when building we wanted Life Orb on this, because it would allow us to 2-hit KO a Vaporeon with Close Combat. So we couldn't have Life Orb on this and Latios, but Black Belt plus Adamant makes up for that. Overheat specifically for Skarmory, even with a minus nature, we still OHKO it from full unless it's Spadef. And then Knockoff to U-turn just to pivot and get rid of items. Next is a Primarina 3-attack sub with leftovers. These 3 attacks basically hit everything, and sub is to go up on Vaporeon, because Vaporeon, the only thing it can really do to this is Toxic, and we can just sub on that. So that's good there. And our newest addition, Aggron, or one of our newest additions, with a Choice Band set, Hit Smash, Heavy Slam, Stealth Rock, Metal Burst. Stealth Rock, Metal Burst are just there because we don't need any other moves than Head Smash. Unless Hawk brought a physically defensive Marowak or physically defensive Sock, nothing takes 2 Head Smashes, and most things don't even take 1. So this is just killing something, basically every time it hits a field. But with that, we have the team. Let us go into the match against Hawk. We see he's brought Vaporeon, Zera, Skarm, Delmice, Comfey, and Guzzlord. One thing with this team was, I mentioned it during team building with Panda, I wasn't super confident. I was pretty worried about Comfey, and I had suggested Silvally Steel, but we ended up not bringing that, and kind of just going with it. But we do see the Comfey, so I'm a little worried about that. Nothing else too immediately noticeable on the team. Skarm or Delmice probably removable because Comfey's probably offensive against our team. Leads, I have no clue what Hawk is leading. I kind of just predict maybe Zera or Comfey. But either way, let's get in music off. He's going to lead with Vidalmize. I'm going to lead with the Aggron just so I can kill something right away. I do miss the Head Smash, which for sure would have killed Vidalmize. He's able to Poltergeist me. It reveals he's banded with the damage. I'm able to just Head Smash again. He doesn't switch out. He's going to come in and Grass Knot. I was expecting... so if it was 252 Modest Giga Drain, it needed an absolute max roll to kill Aggron there. But it was Grass Knot, so that's a good bring there. Decidueye is the only thing that I really want to bring into this at this point. I'm just going to fire off a Leaf Blade. There's nothing risking, or there's no risk to it because we are long reach, so we don't get hit by Rocky Helmet. It's going to get a crit, do 7%. Rocks are going to go up. We're going to be able to slow pivot into the Blaziken here. And now, here, Overheat would just kill, but it's turn 6, and I don't think there's any way Hawk is just letting Skarmory die. So I'm just going to fire off a close combat here. Even after a close combat drop, Body Press wouldn't kill me. The only thing I'd be worried about was Brave Bird. I do burn Chople Berry on Guzzlord, and now at this point a close combat basically for sure gets me a kill. It's going to get it onto Guzzlord. So Guzzlord goes down. We have Blaziken in. Hawk's going to bring back Skarmory. He probably does this under the assumption that we are choiced, which, to be fair, Choice Scarf would make sense in this matchup to outspeed and kill Zera. But, surprise for him, we are not choiced, and we're just going to overheat the Skarmory. So Blaziken gets 2 kills here, and instantly puts us up in a 5-3 scenario. In comes the Comfey. I don't want to take Draining Kiss damage. It's going to start Calm Minding. This is what I was worried about. So yeah, as soon as I see the Calm Mind, I realize I need to get a Toxic off on this, or I'm just going to lose the game. Bring in Stunfisk here. Can live any hit it throws at me because not very heavy, so Grass Knot won't do too much. It's going to Stored Power, only do 41%. I fire off a Toxic. It does land. Thankfully, Fat missed. I think I might have just lost the game. So at this point, I go into Latios. At this point, I'm just trying to stall for toxic damage, and Latios is the least important member on the team. And now here I recover, and it shows it's not Triage, so that Draining Kiss went after me. I thought it would be Triage for sure. Maybe he just forgot to have it on there. But, I don't know. I could have just Slash Rocked there and done a lot of damage. But I recovered. It's okay, though. Latios goes down. I can bring back Decidueye, who takes these hits fairly well. Just going to fire off a Leaf Blade to do damage. It does quite a lot, almost 50%. And now here, Hawk's going to Draining Kiss again. Could I just... How much toxic damage is it taking? 31? Yeah. I mean, we could have just Leaf Bladed again there, but I do just Roost. He's going to boost again because he's not really doing much damage. I'm going to Roost again, so can't really kill me still. I'm going to Stored Power. I'm going to live it, and I'm going to just fire off a Leaf Blade this turn. Maybe could have been a Toxic, or sorry, a Roost there. Then I'd be healthy for the incoming Zeraora. But at this point, Decidueye's done its job. Rocks aren't going to matter too much at this point in the game. So Zeraora's going to claim his knockoff. It reels Life Orb. Even at only half health, Stunfisk can check Zera insanely well. Vaporeon's going to come in. I'm going to Earth Power. No risk there. I wanted the Toxic, but didn't do it. It does reveal Spadef there instead of Bizdef, which means Blaziken basically, I think, does like 80 on a mineral. Let me just see. Do I still have the sets? No. Blaziken against Vaporeon with no Fizdef. Yeah, 78 to 92. So it is pretty easy for Blaziken to kill this. So at this point, Blaziken plus Stunfisk can win as long as there's Chip on Vaporeon. But he Scalds on the switch, and instead what is going to happen is Primarina is able to sub up on the Vaporeon, trying to go for a Toxic. And at this point, it's pretty drawn out, but I am able to just clean up with Prim and then go into Stunfisk after Zera breaks the sub. And that is a 3-0 win for us, putting us up to 5-2 with a 9 differential. Doesn't move us up in the standings at all. We're still 4th. but our record is very good. This is somewhere nice to be during the season. 3 weeks left. Playoffs are looking pretty good for us. There are a few teams right behind us at 4-3. Some of them don't have the greatest differential. But playoffs are hopeful for us. But besides that, we can hopefully push in these last 3 weeks. Next week, Panda will be playing against... Who is he playing against? Mickle and Mellows Glazed Donuts. So stay tuned for that. Follow me on Twitter, follow Panda on Twitter, Hawk, Violet, all the other stuff, Casual Cup, link in the description, playlist in the description. And other than that, I will see you all next week with that match. Goodbye.